Hey readers, I just finished the audiobook The Only Plane in the Sky by Garret Graff. It's an oral history of 9/11. Oh, this was so incredibly powerful and moving. It's recounting what happened with the events leading right up to 9/11, when it happened itself and the aftermath. And it's told through so many different voices and stories. So, one of the things that I thought was fascinating about this audiobook was that, like, structurally, he literally takes thousands of interviews and he weaves together people's accounts of the days of like what was going on at certain points. Someone may just say a sentence, some may like tell you a whole little story, a couple lines, but all together they like go to show you a picture of what was happening, like I said, that day and the days after. And we just get to hear from so many viewpoints. We hear, of course, from first responders. We hear from people in buildings. We hear from relatives whose families were in the buildings. We get to hear from people at the Pentagon, or the plane site that crashed in Pittsburgh, of course, the Twin Towers themselves. But then we also take a look at like, what was it like for teachers that day, with their students in class? What was it like for little kids to grow up? Like, how has the world changed since 9/11? So I just found it so incredibly powerful and moving. I spent a lot of time like crying as I listened to it. So just be ready, emotionally if you decide to launch into this. But it was just such a beautifully well done interweaving of stories of the events of 9/11. So it's worth picking up. You got to give it a listen.